Good morning, student. Our lesson today is geometry, which is isosceles triangle and the converse of isosceles triangle. First of all, if you have triangle 7 centimeter and this one it will be 5 centimeter and this one it will be 2 centimeter. Their sides are different, so this is called scalene triangle. What about this one? Here you have two sides are equal, so this is one, it will be isosceles. And the last one, all sides are equal. Okay, all sides are equal and each angle equals to 60 degree, so this one it will be equilateral triangle. Okay, now let's talking about theorem number 1. Before I'm talking theorem number 1, here you have triangle which is called this triangle which is called triangle which is called ABC. If you have the side equals to the side, here you have AB equals to AC. If side equals side, then the measure of measure angle B equals to measure angle C. Therefore, measure angle B equals to measure angle C. This is theorem number 1. Okay. Now let's read theorem number 1. Here, the base angle of the isosceles triangle are congruent. Here, if you have the sides are equal, then the base angle, this one is called the base angle. This is CB, is the base angle, so the angles are congruent to each other. The meaning of congruent, which is they are equal. Okay. Then let's take some remarks. Both of the base angle in the isosceles triangle must to be acute. What is the meaning of acute? Smaller than 90. What about the vertex angle? This one, this is the vertex and this is the base angle. Okay. So the base angle, which is called the CB, must to be acute. Measure angle C equal measure angle B, and it will be acute. What about the vertex? This is the vertex, which is measure angle A, may be acute, right, or obtuse. Okay. What about the equilateral triangle? As I said, equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Here you have xz equals to zy equals to yx. So each angle, here measure angle z equals to measure angle y equals to measure angle x, which is 60 degree. So this is the corollary. If the triangle equilateral, then the equiangular where each angle is 60 degree. Now let's take the converse of the theorem. Here is the converse of the theorem. If you have measure angle C equals to measure angle B, here you have measure angle C equals to measure angle B, of course, then therefore AC equals to AB, the sides are equal, so the triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. This is the converse of the theorem. So what about this proof? Just for read for theorem 1 and theorem 2. Now let's take this corollary. If the angles of triangle are congruent, then the triangles are equilateral. Okay, so all angles are equal, so the triangle is equilateral. Let's take an example here. In triangle number 1, in triangle X, this one, in triangle XYZ. Here you have triangle X, Y, and Z. If XY, here XY equals to XZ, this one equals to this one. So measure angle X equals to, here XY equals to YZ and XYZ. All sides are equal. So this one, it will be equilateral. So each angle equals to 60. Exactly. Here you have measure angle X equals to 60. Let's take another example. Example number 2, the measure of the exterior angle of the equilateral. Let's see. Here is you have equilateral triangle. All sides are equal, each angle equals to 60. I want the exterior of this one. This is the exterior. So here this is 160, and on the same straight line, of course, 180 minus 60, which is equals to 120. Okay. Let's take another one. In triangle ABC is a right angle. I must to draw it. Triangle which is called ABC. Measure angle B. Measure angle A equals to 90. Of course, I draw it again. Here you have the triangle which is 90. ABC. So AB, this one, AB equals to AC. So this is isosceles. Of course, measure angle B equals to measure angle C. I want to measure angle B. How can I get it? Yes, exactly. I make 180 minus 90. The answer will be 90. Here is you have two angles, so divided by 2, which is equal to 45 for each one. Let's take example number 4. If the measure of one base of two bases angles in the isosceles triangle is 30, let's draw it. Here you have this one and this one, it will be 30 and 30. Of course, this side equal to this side. So I want the triangle is obtuse, acute, right, or equilateral. First of all, I must to get measure angle this one. Okay? So I make 180 minus 30 plus 30, which is 60. So equals to 120. So 120, the greatest angle, equals to 120, which is obtuse angle. The last one in the choose in triangle XYZ. In this triangle, I must draw it here, X, Y, and Z. XY equals to XZ. Then the exterior angle, this one, it will be the exterior. Exterior angle of Z, it will be, of course, this one, it will be obtuse angle. Now, let's take this example. For this example, for this one, here in triangle ABC, okay, you have triangle AB equals to AC, okay, and equals to CD, which is the dashed part. Okay, and measure angle B equals to 70. Find by proof. First of all, if I want to get this one, I must to talk about triangle which is called ABC. So I write in triangle ABC. All of you look at ABC. Okay, this one. Since here you have the side equals to the side. When the side equals to the side, so the angle equals angle. Here you have AB equals to AC. Therefore, measure angle B equal to measure angle ACB. Okay, which is equals to 70. Therefore, measure angle CAB equals to 180 minus 70 plus 70, which is equals to 40. And remember, you have angle which is ACD is an exterior, as we took in the previous exterior of triangle ABC, as we took in the previous lesson. If you have triangle like this, and this is the exterior, this one it will be 40 and this one it will be 70. I want the exterior of this one is the sum of non-adjacent angle. So I want measure angle. Therefore, measure angle ACD equals to 70 plus 40. I get the exterior which is 110. Therefore, AC equals to CD. Okay? Let's continue. Here you have AC equals to CD. Therefore, measure angle D equal measure angle DAC. which is 180 minus 110. Here I want two angles. Divide by 2 equals to 35. Why I divided by 2? Because they are equal. Because side equals to side. So angle equal angle. Then I must to get the side. Therefore, measure angle BAD equals to 35 plus 40, which is 75. Understood till now? Okay. Now let's take some example about the converse of the triangle. Let's continue. The converse of the triangle, if the measure, complete number 1, if the measure of one angle in the right angle equal to 45. First of all, I will draw it. Here you have triangle, which is right angle, and one of them is 45. Of course, the other one, it will be 45. So you have 45 and 45. Those a triangle, it will be isosceles. Why it is this triangle is isosceles? Because you have the angle equals to the angle, so the side equals side, so it will be isosceles. Example number 2, if the measure of one of the angle of the isosceles is 60. Here you have the measure of this one. One angle equals to 60, and he said this one it will be isosceles. So the other, of course, it will be 60. So the third also it will be 60, which the triangle it will be equilateral triangle. Let's take the last example. In triangle ABC, I must draw it here. Triangle which is called ABC. If AB equals to AC, measure angle A equals to 60 degree. Okay? And the perimeter of the triangle is equal to 18. First of all, I want the side of BC. Okay? First of all, here you have this one angle, it will be, which is the vertex angle, 60 degree. What about the base? Of course, the base equals to 60 and 60. Why? Because I make 180 minus 60. The answer will be 120 divided by 2, because you have two angles, which is equals to 60. So this one equilateral, so all sides are equal. So I make 18 divided by 3, because the three sides are equal, equals to 6 centimeter. Now let's take this example in the opposite figure. Here you have, I will draw it again. Okay. Here this triangle, okay, which is called XZY, and XZ equals to XY, and here is the exterior angle, which is equal to 120, okay, and this point, which is L. First of all, he wants to prove that in XYZ is an equilateral triangle, so it will be all sides are equal exactly. First of all, I will write since XY equals to XZ. Here you have the side equals side, so the base angle, this angle equals to this angle. Therefore, measure angle Z equals to measure angle XYZ equals to, of course, here you have Y belongs to ZL as he write. What is the meaning of belong? On the same straight line. So I make 180 minus 120 equals to 60. So each angle from this one, it will be 60. Therefore, measure angle X equals to 180 minus 60 plus 60 degree equals to 60 degree. Okay, exactly here this one it will be 60. Of course, therefore triangle XYZ is an equilateral triangle. Understand till now? Let's take the last example. In the last example here in the opposite figure you have AD parallel to BC. Of course, when I have parallel, I have, do you remember parallel? I have three rules, which is letter Z, F and U. Here Z, which is the angle, equals to this angle, which is called alternate angle. What about F? Corresponding angle equal in measure. What about U, which is the interior angle? Sum of their measure equals to 180. Okay, let's continue. Here you have in the opposite figure AD parallel to BC. Measure angle ADB equals to 40 degree and measure angle BDC equals to 100. Prove that triangle DBC is an isosceles. Of course, when I want to prove isosceles, I must to have two sides are equal and the two angles are equal. So first of all, I write since, of course, the parallel AD parallel to BC. And which one is the transversal? Okay, BD transversal. Therefore, measure angle ADB equal measure angle DBC equals to 40 degree. Okay? Then look at measure angle C, I can get it, which is 180 minus 100 plus 40 degree, of course, equals to 40 degree. Yes, exactly. Here I have two angles are equal, so measure angle. Therefore, measure angle C equal to measure angle DBC. Okay. When I have the angle equals to the angle, so the side, so the side which is called DB equal to the other side which is DC. Here you have the angle equal angle, the side equal side, therefore triangle DBC is an isosceles triangle. We will continue inshallah this lesson on Sunday in the class. Thanks for listening and goodbye.